Follow me. Jake was an ordinary boy with an extraordinary secret. He had discovered a mysterious map tucked away in an old book at his grandfather's house. The map, though aged, detailed a path leading to a hidden treasure right in their town. Intriguingly, the map carried a set of instructions. To uncover the treasure, commence your journey at the town square. Then, follow where the shadows of the ancient clock tower fall at midday. Ecstatic, Jake recalled the countless tales of hidden riches and secret treasures his grandfather used to tell him. To embark on this journey, he decided to enlist his best friend, Ben. The next day, after classes, Jake pulled Ben aside. "You won't believe what I've stumbled upon," he whispered, unveiling the map. Ben's eyes sparkled with anticipation. "We've got to trace this path," he declared. With their plan set, the duo met the following day, a sunny Saturday, at the town square. The sun was shining brightly overhead, and they impatiently watched as the shadow of the clock tower slowly crept across the ground. As the shadow aligned with a specific cobblestone pathway, they realized their adventure was just beginning. "Follow me," Jake announced, leading the charge. The adventurous pair followed the detailed path on the map, wandering past ancient structures, navigating a serene park, and eventually finding themselves at the edge of a quiet pond. "After you." Lily and Sarah were best friends since childhood. They shared every aspect of their lives together, from school secrets to the shared love for vintage items. They always had an unspoken rule between them, putting the other first. Their favorite phrase to each other was, "After you." Whether it was the last slice of pizza or deciding who would go first on a roller coaster ride, it was always "after you." One day, the two girls were exploring the local thrift store, looking for hidden treasures. Sarah's eyes caught a vintage mirror with an intricately designed frame. The pattern seemed to shimmer, almost drawing her in. "Look, Lily! Isn't it beautiful?" Lily nodded in agreement, equally captivated by its allure. But she could see the glint in Sarah's eyes and knew how much her friend adored it. "You should have it," Lily suggested. Sarah hesitated, remembering their age-old pact. "After you," she responded, smiling. While they discussed who would get the mirror, an old lady working at the shop approached them. "Ah, you've found the after you mirror," she remarked, catching both of their attentions. Sarah's eyebrows raised. "The after you mirror?" The lady nodded. "Legend says that whoever owns this mirror will always prioritize the well-being and happiness of the other. It was owned by two best friends many decades ago. They always put each other first, and their bond was unbreakable." Lily and Sarah looked at each other, their decision made. They decided to buy the mirror together, placing it in their favorite hangout spot, Sarah's treehouse. Weeks passed, and the girls noticed something remarkable. Whenever they were near the mirror, their bond seemed to grow even stronger. They found themselves more in tune with each other's emotions, understanding without words. One day, after a small disagreement about a school project, Lily felt upset. Sarah, sensing her friend's mood even before seeing her, went straight to the treehouse. She found Lily gazing into the mirror. As their eyes met through the reflection, all the tension melted away, replaced with a mutual understanding. The mirror, it seemed, had deepened their connection, reinforcing their after-you pact. They realized that while the mirror might have magic, the true magic was their unwavering friendship. The after-you mirror became a symbol of their bond, reminding them that putting each other first was their most treasured rule. Since last year. Lucas stared out of his window, his thoughts wandering to the same event that had been on his mind since last year, the annual town carnival. It was around this time, a year ago, when everything had changed for him. The memories flooded back. Last year's carnival was filled with laughter, joy, and the scent of popcorn filling the air. Lucas had been eagerly waiting to try out the new roller coaster, the one that looped twice and had the steepest drop in the entire country. But more than the roller coaster, it was about who was with him. Lucas had been there with his closest group of friends, and amongst them was Jenna. Jenna with her bright blue eyes, infectious laugh, and love for thrill rides. The two had been friends for ages, but last year, as they waited in line for the roller coaster, Lucas felt something different. Jenna had grabbed his hand out of excitement and said, "I can't believe we're doing this." Ready to scream at the top of your lungs. That simple touch, her fingers interlacing with his, sent a flurry of emotions through Lucas that he hadn't anticipated. Since that day, he saw Jenna in a new light, not just as a friend but someone he deeply cared for. The year passed with its highs and lows. Lucas wanted to tell Jenna how he felt multiple times, but he hesitated, worried about what it might do to their friendship. The what-ifs consumed him. Now, a year later, as the town set up for the carnival again, Lucas made a decision. He would tell Jenna. He couldn't let another year pass without expressing his true feelings. He dialed Jenna's number, his heart pounding. "Hey, Jenna. Fancy going to the carnival this evening?" Jenna's voice was unmistakable. "I'd love to, Lucas. Just like old times." The evening came, and Lucas met Jenna at the entrance. The familiar scent of popcorn and the sound of children laughing surrounded them. They walked, talking and reminiscing until they stood in front of the roller coaster. Lucas took a deep breath. "Jenna, I need to tell you something." She looked at him with curiosity. "What's up?" "Since last year, when we came here, I felt differently about you. More than just a friend. I thought it would pass, but it hasn't. I care about you, Jenna." Jenna looked taken aback but then smiled. "Lucas, I felt the same way. I just didn't know how to say it." The roller coaster roared to life in the background, but Lucas and Jenna stood still, their world forever changed since last year. They decided to take the ride, hand in hand, ready to embark on a new journey together. Forever cheerful. Liam always had a smile on his face, rain or shine. People in his town often wondered how he managed to remain so cheerful, no matter the circumstances. From lost cats to spilled milk, from missed buses to failed exams, Liam's optimism was unwavering. One cloudy day, Liam's friend Emma approached him at the park, her face troubled. "Liam," she began, "how do you do it? How do you stay so positive all the time?" Liam chuckled, his eyes gleaming with mischief. You want to know my secret?" Emma nodded. "Yes. I've had a really tough week, and I just can't shake off the negativity." Liam leaned back on the bench, looking up at the grey sky. "You know, my grandma once told me a story about our ancestors. They believed in a spirit that spread cheer. This spirit loved playing hide and seek, and it would only reveal itself to those who looked for the good in every situation." Emma raised an eyebrow, amused. "Are you saying there's a cheerful spirit hiding around here?" Liam grinned. "Not exactly. But the story taught me something valuable. It's all about perspective. If you constantly search for the positive, even in the worst situations, you'll find a reason to smile." Emma thought for a moment, processing Liam's words. "So, you mean, even now, when it looks like it's about to rain on our parade, there's something positive to find?" Liam nodded, pointing at a group of kids playing nearby. "Look at them. The possibility of rain means they can jump in puddles later. For them, rain isn't a spoiler, it's an opportunity." Emma smiled, the weight on her shoulders feeling a bit lighter. "Thanks, Liam. I'll try to adopt the Liam perspective from now on." Liam laughed. "It's not the Liam perspective. It's the forever cheerful perspective. Remember, seek the good, and you'll always find it." From that day on, Emma tried her best to look for the silver lining in every situation. And while she sometimes struggled, she always had Liam's words to guide her back to a cheerful state of mind. The town continued to wonder about Liam's unwavering positivity, but for Emma, the mystery was solved. It wasn't about a magical spirit but about choosing to see the good in every situation. After all, being forever cheerful was a matter of perspective.